Got face though.
Cut it
That
on.
shit hot.
I start feeling it, bro.
95.
Stop playing
95.
No, this ain't a video.
Keep it real. I walk the steel.
Hey,
Y'all be hating.
Hey,
Oh, my nation.
my man really giving
What this
bars.
media? Okoye media.
oh,
Oh, he really doing it.
Bring the party. Lombardi. We guarded. I almost said retarded, but I would have got canceled for saying retarded.
Where you at?
yeah. Bars
Outside?
homie. Straight
Oh,
bars.
we live now. My son done locked himself out in the middle of my live. You know, I don't like to get up. I don't like to be disturbed.
All right. All right.
Let
Hey, yo, listen.
them
Koye, get your gluteum inside the camera, sir. Damn. Anyway, what's good? What's good, y'all? This is the Roundtable with 5 E's. You know what I'm saying? Let me just hit that button one time. We ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah.
I was just telling Law Nation, brother Lawrence here, for this thing got going. I was saying how bold we are to do something the night of New Year's while the damn college football playoff game is on. But this is the round table. We do what we want. You
We
understand?
do what we want around here.
Do what we want.
Right.
Fellas, what's good with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying?
What it is, what it do?
We about to go in 2022.
Hey,
Happy New Year's, fellas. I mean, I'm
oh,
kinda glad
happy
we're
New
doing
Year's
New
to you,
Year's,
man.
Happy New Year.
Bringing in the New Year's with the squad, you know what I mean?
Let's
And,
get
and
it.
the nation,
Yeah.
right?
I got some fire water for you, Foots.
Yeah.
The squad and the nation.
Hey, I got some fire water for you.
Some fire ass water, huh?
It's some
So
fire
look,
ass water.
if y'all ain't doing nothing else, man, kick up your feet, cool it, enjoy this cowboy content. If you got something to do because it's Friday and it happened to be New Year's, just rewind the shit and listen to it later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of y'all gonna wake up to this. Some of y'all gonna go to sleep to this.
Right.
Richard Welch dropped 50 in the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Eric
Let's
Montoya
get it.
dropped 20. So listen, I just kind of want to kick some mess off real fast. Hold on, wait.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let
You start mess early.
me pop out the chat so I can see y'all.
Early.
Put us
Early.
back up there. All right, cool. So I got some good mess for y'all. Okay, I have a
Okay.
myriad of topics that I want to touch on.
Myriad. That's number one. We're gonna count
We
them
were
out
just
too.
talking
Every
about
time
Okoye.
every time
We
you
was
use a
just talking
$20
about-
word, we counting it out. Soliloquy.
I'm taking a
Myriad.
shot for every time I hear
Let
juxtaposed.
me get my shot
every
glass
time
while y'all do that. Then.
Please, Lawrence, that shot glass is
Adjacent.
very.
Every
Every
time I hear-
he's adjacent to
Dare I say-
Micah Parsons.
Law Nation. That shot glass is very silgific, sir. That's a very silgific shot
I
glass.
don't even know what that means. You gotta teach me.
That's a very silgific shot glass.
So giffic.
So look,
Y'all ain't gonna like us tonight. I'm just
Right.
we ain't getting no work done. So I'm gonna wait till Law get back. They love to just leave right before the
It's hot as
nonsense
hell
get
here,
going.
too,
But
man.
listen,
It's water.
Cowboys are locked into the playoffs. We are the locked in
Yes, sir.
division leaders.
Yeah.
That
Facts.
deserves to be shouted out. That deserves to be celebrated. But we not done because if we were done, we could be resting people. We could be sitting people. We could be looking at the young talent. You know what I'm saying? All that. But we gotta put the foot on the floor because we have many other things to do. There, Kyler Murray was talking shit in the preseason, so we got to show him what the dealio is. But before we talk
talking
about
shit?
all that, you know what I'm saying? Law Nation's back. I got some mess for y'all.
Here you go right here.
Is
You got Henny, Law?
oh wait, hold on. Hey, what?
Wait.
Law got Henny. My
Slow
bad.
down.
Look,
Slow down, Corey.
Law, you ain't going nowhere tonight, is you?
He
I ain't
go
gonna
everywhere.
see nobody.
he already there. He got like 8 of them. It's like 8 laws and shit.
I'm just making sure, bro. I'm trying to be a good friend from a distance.
Listen, this is either going to be the best round table or the worst we've ever done.
Probably we just we just stepped all on what
One
Vibes
of
trying to
them.
say.
Oh,
My
wow.
bad, Vibes. We love you, bro. My bad.
This is what we do. Listen, is DeMarcus Lawrence the best defensive player on this team? And if not, is he the most important? Is he the best defensive
I
player?
know who you
on
directing
this
that at.
team? I'm asking all y'all. I'm just gonna ask each of you individually. Is he the best defensive player on this team? And if not, or is he the most important? I asked you at a call. Yeah, you going last. You know how to do this. Or is he most important? Law Nation, please, sir, take the floor first.
I first started off with DeMarcus Lawrence. I said I'm not gonna call him Tank. I'm not gonna call him D Law. Not gonna call him DeMarcus. None of that. I'm gonna call him DeMarcus Lawrence until he make plays. That brother came back and he saw what the young line was doing, and he said to himself, "Man, I could be rejuvenated." This dude last game had a tackle for loss, a sack, a touchdown, an interception. You mean, hey, it's one order of law. Thou shalt not run on law side. So I'm going to tell y'all, man, that dude right there, he's valuable because one thing about playoff time, you must stop the run and play good defense. That's the bottom line. So I think that D-Law, DeMarcus Lawrence, value increased by Parsons playing so well. Because remember, we used to say and go back and forth and say, hey, D-Law had 2 and 3 people on him. Now, teams wish that they can do that because you got to focus attention on Parsons, and D-Law can win on his one-on-ones. So that's why he's so valuable. You know, how can you equate Pippen's value without Jordan? How can you equate Jordan value without Pippen?
Very true.
And Law, he been doing it from B gap, sir.
Woo,
And
look at that.
So that technically makes him one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Also, man, I'm ready to talk
100%.
about shit.
You're ready to start that mess. I heard you on
Okoye,
your
I heard you
breakdown.
say that on Sky Channel, so I'm ready for you to go, Okoye. I heard what you said. You know,
Yeah, I went
you
off
said
on
you
it.
can get rid of the laws and all this stuff. I said, wait a minute.
I did. But every time I come at somebody, man, go ahead.
Koye, let us know.
I'm just saying, every time
Go ahead.
you're welcome. You're welcome,
Get rid of
D-Law.
law.
Every time I come at somebody, go off, man. D-Law, I said that we can get rid of him for signing other talent. Like we could probably keep 3 or 4 other guys if we got rid of him. And he came out and he shut me up. On that one, man, y'all gotta agree on this one. Is he playing better now than I've ever seen him play since his contract year? Yeah, man. He's elevated his game, but I still can't say he's the best player on this defense due to the fact that Micah Parsons is just something that nobody's ever seen what Micah Parsons is doing before.
So let me ask you this, though, Koye, real fast. Though. With that being said, just double up on this. Micah Parsons is a phenomenal pass rusher. We know that, and he does things in this defense. Give me the whole picture, though, right? Give me like the overall deal, because D-Law does more than just run stopping. You know what I'm saying? He's giving us a little bit of everything. So take D-Law's whole resume, right? I'm just trying to get you. I'm not picking a side. I just want to get everybody to think real quick, right? Take D-Law's whole skill set, and Parsons is his whole skill set, and put them next to each other. Go ahead. So go ahead, Koye. Do that.
I'm gonna give you this. D-Law's versatility goes horizontal, meaning all across the line of scrimmage, D-Law is effective, period, wherever you're gonna put him at. The reason I give Micah Parsons the edge is because Micah Parsons is just as effective down in the trenches like D-Law, right? But then he's also effective at middle linebacker. We saw that play against the Giants where he switches in coverage, where we see guys like AB and even Trayvon have trouble with communication, with switching or recognizing things like that instinctively and making plays down the field. So because Micah Parsons making plays all over the field, I gotta still get at the Micah Parsons. But D-Law, his versatility and his game has elevated to a point where I gotta show respect. I'm not here to hate on no Cowboys players. If it's showing up on film, it's showing up, and he's showing up. So I hope that he can keep it up and keep doing what he's doing. And we can't disrespect what Randy Gregory's doing on the other side either. So I think those 3, that's the trifecta to me. And however it lays, like if somebody made that argument and wanted to stand on it at this point with the way he's been playing since he's gotten back, I wouldn't try to fight you for it. You know, I wouldn't fight you for it. Yeah.
We'll still go ahead, sir.
It's tough it's hard to argue it at this point the way he's playing, but this is why Micah Parsons is not only your best player, but your most important player, because we've seen him hold this defense down when D-Law was out. Sure. And we've never really seen anybody be able to hold this defense down. I think Micah Parsons, if you don't have him on this team, this defense isn't doing what it was doing without DeMarcus Lawrence. So, I mean, he showed
when Randy
his value.
got hurt too, right? Yeah.
And when Randy got hurt, exactly, he showed his value from all levels of the field, really, right? We've seen what he could do when D-Law was out and he's playing defensive end. I think I know he's our best middle linebacker and run defender from that spot. He can rush from there, or he can put his hands in the dirt. And one of the things nobody talking about is his coverage, bro. Like he's in the spots. He looks way better, more comfortable when he drops back. And we saw him make that heady, high football IQ play on on Galladay. So, I just think Micah Parsons is just different, man. So
let me ask you this, guy. I know your football reference is great, but what about your basketball reference? I know you know that, the big 3 theory. Boston had their big 3. So who is the big 3 for the Cowboys on that defensive side of the coin? Or is it bigger than that big 3?
It's bigger than that.
Which one of y'all TV on? That's what I'm asking first.
All right,
Right, man.
What's up there?
I'm just waiting my turn, man.
I was listening to the same thing, Vaj.
What's up there watching that Subway commercial loud as hell, man? Come on, man.
You got his
I
church
was
on in the
watching
background.
that. No, I was watching that game.
You falling asleep is what you're doing. You ain't playing nobody drums tonight at church. Will still okay.
Big three, bro. It's D-Law, Randy Gregory, and Michael Parsons. That's no knock to Diggs, bro.
No knock.
I'm about to say
Those three dudes is what is going to make you have a chance in the playoffs against the top quarterbacks. Because no matter how good you are as a quarterback, the great neutralizer is a pass rush.
True.
I agree. This is a fantastic problem to have, though. Like the idea that we're not talking about Randy or Diggs as like player one, player two. That's a fantastic because those dudes can go to somebody else's team and be player one and player two. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Brother Brett,
Facts.
I apologize for calling you out, sir. What do you have for this? For
Hey,
this?
everybody gonna say I'm asleep. I hate it, but I know. For
We're
me,
so
I
over
know
this
for
shit.
me,
Cyber
I know
bullying
for
my
me,
boy. That's good.
You gonna kill
like-
everybody at school tomorrow.
Let them talk,
But-
Okoye. Damn.
My bad, Foot.
I know.
I
For
need it.
me, I know. For me,
Okoye, what you got in your cup?
D-Law. I just think that the ability to play the run.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he's a better player than Michael Parsons. I mean, Michael Parsons' skill set is out of this world. But to me, the ability to stand up, stack shit, get his hands on O linemen, like you said, from the B gap. When you watch that Skins game, when they kicked him inside, and he was just able to press those linemen play after play after play, and really the whole D line did a good job of doing that. It's no wrong answer, Vox, but most important to really, because there were times when Michael was going off in games, but the defense was still getting shredded. If you look at the Denver game, Micah had 2 sacks in that game,
Right.
but we didn't
Can't be
really
everywhere
play.
though.
No, but that's my point. Hold on, Scott. That's my point about its importance. When we talk importance, I'm not saying that because if you take Mike off the defense, you definitely it don't look as good. So I will give you that. But
There you go.
Right.
in the playoffs, you need to be able to stop the run first.
You're gonna need all
Like
that.
we saw in that Rams game 2 years ago, we couldn't stop the run. We was dead. Like Jared Goff didn't do much, but we couldn't stop the run. Looking at if we had to play San Francisco, you better have DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm gonna tell you that now. You better have both. You better have both. Yo,
DeMarcus Lawrence played in that game. You know who wasn't there?
who's that?
Michael Parsons.
He played in that game, but you get my point, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I
see
feel
what
you,
you're saying.
but I'm saying if Mike is there, I think that changes things.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's no wrong answer. That's the point. I don't want to get
I would
into
agree.
putting all
Yeah,
Well, I
these
think
let's not
no,
bash
yeah.
one over the
against
other.
each other. The
Right.
point is, to me, I'm big on stopping the run. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you can't stop the run, even pass rush, because on certain pass rush sets, I'm not going to say that Micah gets washed, but it's just not his thing to be able to. It's really a tricky answer, and that's why Vox is starting this because it's really a tricky answer.
Start some shit.
As far as skill set is Micah Parsons. Nobody in the league is on Micah Parsons' level as far as skill
Right.
set. Not even
But like right now, though, is what I'm asking. Like, and my whole angle at this is I was thinking about the offense, right? Because we all said the same thing collectively watching the game last week. Like, yo, bro, we
Right.
could take this shit and do it 6 more times.
Mhm.
It's a wrap.
It's
This
right.
offense, this defense, 6 more times. That's 6 more times. You understand what I'm saying? And I
Right.
look at D-Law, I look at him like I look at Cooper on the other side. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Dak may be, your number one player or whatever. Tyron and Zach may be the better players, but this shit, Coop stirs it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It lives and dies, or at least that's the evidence that I've seen.
That's
somewhere.
what I've been saying for years.
Whether
He's
he's
a straw that stirs
catching
the passing
ball,
game.
offensively, the
What's the-
problem with Lamb though is
But-
that's a whole nother argument because Lamb
Coop.
now is no, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So Coop, I still think that Lamb is the best receiver ability, but the problem with Lamb is the problem with Lamb is you seen some focus things, not being where he's supposed to be, drops. So that matters. Miscommunication, of course.
Him and Dak they got a different level of poise, really. But you could say the same thing, Vach, for Michael on the other end, because the reason we just said it, the reason you see D-Law playing the way he plays, and they also say it too. He said, I'm trying to stay ahead of these young guys.
Right.
So the animal nature that Micah Parsons has brought to this defense, where he like shushing LVE in Hard Knocks with LVE talking about you don't got to make every play. He said, "Watch me." Lions always hungry. So that mentality, though, I would say that's a mixture of either him and Kurtz. They brought that new competitive spirit and drive throughout this entire defense. So that is what was really bringing the game out of D-Law, because D-Law been a good player, but he's never. He peaked when he got his money and showed you what he can do. Right. But then he kind of just put it on autopilot. He can't afford to do autopilut right now because you got guys around you that's gonna make you look bad if you do.
And let's be honest.
The only reason I push back on that Okoye is because I've seen D-Law get triple teamed and Robert Quinn get double-digit sacks, or him get triple teamed and Jeremy Mincey ends up doing so well.
Good point. Good point.
Right now.
He's playing well now, but we're finally in a situation to where, all right, bitch, double team him.
Right.
And you see the whole thing kind of flourishing from it. And we definitely gonna touch on Neville Gallimore in a sec. What you about to say, Foots?
No, I was just about to say, bro, it's healthy competition. Like, this is what you want. We haven't even mentioned Randy Gregory. And honestly, if you talking about pure pass rush ability, I can't put him on Micah, but he damn close. Like, bro, like Randy
up there.
Like,
bro, he's still better than Micah.
I still think
Micah just got that. He got that twitch. That's all.
Like, all right. So let me. I want to get Sky's opinion on this, because Sky been on Micah before everybody. Do you think pure pass rusher? Who's a pure better pass rusher? Micah
I came into this year saying Randy Gregory is our best pure pass rusher. That doesn't mean he was the better defensive end, because D-Law can do everything.
Right.
Although Randy's showing he can do some things too.
Yeah, he's
Randy ain't got a knock in his game. They don't knock in his game, even versus the run.
Right. I tell you, this is a major different world.
He just can't go 3-tech like D-Law can.
No, Randy's a 4.65 guy. Parsons 4.3. It's a major difference, man. That's what God give you.
That's what God give you. Hey, Lord, that's what God
give you 4.3.
He said, you can train all you want.
First of all, there's no handbook on how to block people that run a 4.3 40. So that's just the little first thing. But
and still got good leverage and strength at that. Yeah.
Right. I still think Randy's the better pass rusher, though, because Randy knows how to pass rush. That's the scary thing about Micah. Micah don't even know what the fuck he's doing.
Look, y'all. Randy the best right now. But
right now,
it ain't gonna be too much longer.
I can't speak for what's gonna happen in 3 years. But right now, I still got Randy because he knows how to, transition speed to power. He knows how to win the bull rush, win the attack. He's still better with those gap exchanges.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask you a question, Box?
Please.
Do you ever want Micah to play one position? Ever?
Never.
Exactly.
Never.
No.
And so that's the beautiful thing. I was thinking about this, guys. Our offense has been great for these last couple years. We have the ability right now to have a 10-year dynasty on defense, if you really think about it. Because
what's the most dangerous piece on the chessboard? What's the most dangerous piece on the chessboard?
The Queen.
Why? Because
to your point. I put this on my IG page. The whole saying to a jack of all trades is a master of none, still better than the master of one. I never knew that's what it meant. I know Law knew that whole thing because Law be knowing all that weird shit.
A jack of all trades. I never heard that.
They say it's the is a master of none, but still always better than a master of one. That's Micah Parsons right there, man. He's jack of all trades, but you can't. He might not be better than any one person at one position that you put him up against, but he can do a good enough job at each one, an A-level job.
I'm gonna flip this now. I'm gonna flip this, Okoye. He's better. Like, if you look at by year 3, I think he'll be a better pass rusher than TJ Watt. I think he'll be a better linebacker. Right. He really, he already
is, because he's not full time. They got 100 more pass rushers than he got, and he's still right there where he got numbers wise.
But Okoye,
give him 100 more snaps at pass rush like TJ. He'll beat TJ ass.
I think I kind of disagree on that, which is why it's more important to move him around. Like Fuss was saying, I think he gets so many of these sacks because we only bring him every now and then, and he really catch folks slipping. Like, if you can get a rhythm for Parsons, and it's just me guess because I don't know, because I ain't seen
block him. He's blockable.
Yeah. If you can get a rhythm for it, you can react to it. But if he just line up, all right, y'all, I'm covering, psych, that's when he gets you. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
So,
why I
yeah.
said he was the better player on the team too, because even when he lines up
Oh,
that
not
play
without
where Gregory got a free run on the outside, right? There were 3 guys over there. The only reason they didn't touch him is because him and Kirsch were standing in the middle of the field, and you gotta respect Parsons pre-snap. Period. So his effect on the game is like he could affect the game in too many different places.
go ahead,
The reason
Scott.
why you don't want to keep him on one side is because Dan Quinn brought this up. He used to coach Jason Taylor, Hall of Fame defensive end, and he said you can take out one guy, and not every play, but you can shade you can move the line down, you can chip, have a tight end, things like that. You can wear that rusher down. What makes Micah so damn great is it is the biggest mismatch, in my opinion, in all of football. And I'm not lying. In all of football,
No, you're right.
is Micah Parsons in the B gap against your center or your guard.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a great point, Scott.
He beating him with his feet.
Yeah.
So
point.
and Vach pointed it out on his film review. He said that when you rush from B gap, you can't double. So if you can't double Micah Parsons with a goddamn guard, that is a mismatch all day. So I would love to keep him at middle linebacker and defensive end combo situation.
Yeah, I do love that terminology, the end game. You know what I'm saying? When you put all
love
of
that.
what Vach used, man, damn. I
You need
like
to get
God.
a damn shirt, bro.
The end game.
Trademark.
Because every time I do a video, they be like, the end game, Law, it's the end game. I said, shit, I'm going to have to change it to the end game now.
But listen though, but this is something fascinating that I noticed. End game was all ends, which is why I called the shit end game.
Right. Brilliant concept.
Funny enough, Neville Gallimore shows up. Now his ass is part of end game. You know what I'm saying? Neville Gallimore.
He the
He
Hawk.
moved like
That's all.
one.
That's all. He the
He
Hawk.
damn sure is.
Well, that goes back to my fellas. This is the dynasty part we're talking about. When you can get these guys on rookie deals playing like that, I mean, what are we talking? Like, let's be honest, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. You know the scariest thing about this defense? I'm king safety, Foots.
Oh, yeah.
I'm roof. You know I say it, Vach. Dog. If Malik Hooker gonna play like Ohio State Malik, y'all can cancel Christmas. That's why I'm locking in. Like Scott, if he's gonna play like that, if he's gonna run the alley like that, he's better than every safety that's on this roster because we know
he could do what Kurtz can do. Yeah,
bro. Oh my God, he jumped off my screen with that play. I said, hold up, that's different.
You talking about when he slashed
How many-
in the Giants game?
When he came in the Giants game,
yeah.
when
He was a different speed on
That
slow
angle-
motion. He was still moving in normal speed.
But
What
that's
came out
on
of nowhere.
Barkley. That was on Barkley though, Okoye. Like, bro,
How many more
Move,
lives KZ got then, Foots? Because
And he was coming from deep on that. How you
KZ
beat
out
the
there,
guys
you're like,
that's on the line to the ball?
bruh.
That was
if
Roy
he's
Williams.
gonna do that-
Roy Williams used to do that, man.
Yeah.
Flag.
Here's my thing. Can
Go
I put kind of a, I don't want to say a problem, but just put this out in the air.
Sure.
I don't know that I want to move Hooker to full-time free safety. I like what Okoye called him. He said KZ is the what you call it, the umbrella,
Like the rainbow. He's over the top.
So he's like a rainbow because he's always on the top. He's on the roof, like Foot says, right?
on the roof.
Facts.
And then Hooker showed me that he could be a sphere, meaning he's playing everywhere. He's moving all over the place on this defense, and he's doing it at a high level. So Foots, I'm still in the ring of let's go get a free safety, like a young buck from in the draft.
I wouldn't do that though.
Hey,
I wouldn't do
Donovan
that.
Wilson, like,
Next
hey,
year-
Donovan Wilson, like,
I
hey,
wouldn't
what's
do that
up?
shit.
You know,
or move Wilson over.
Hey, Scott, let me ask you
be the
this.
sphere.
Hold on,
Scott, let me
time out.
ask
You
you
said hold on, wait, time out. You said KZ a rainbow and look at the atmosphere. What you said?
He called him a sphere,
A sphere.
a full circle.
When you're looking at like where they play, he plays
I know, that's what I
above,
said, Vaughn. I
below,
was like,
all
"Huh."
around, and
I like
KZ's just over the
Shit
top.
kind of crazy. That's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? Okoye,
Hey,
go.
Okoye be coming up with some stuff. Hey, Scott, let me ask you a question real quick. When we play the Cardinals this week, and I know Vach is gonna. I just want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Do we now look at the way the game is played? The Cardinals' run game is really they're not going to try to maul you.
No.
Is this going to be a
Zone, yeah,
time?
zone
Yeah.
RPO.
Is this going to be a time where we really see Kurtz committed to playing backer with Keanu Neal out?
Yes. All
And
four
now
safeties,
you exactly.
all
what
four.
are we doing this
Donovan
weekend?
Wilson and J-Ron Kerr should be your other linebacker in this game.
When the
even
police
if,
go
even
by,
if
I'll
Neal was
respond.
there, bro.
I'm at the point to where I don't even want to like have takes on defense no more. I just want to trust Dan Quinn and just enjoy the ride. I don't want to be I don't want to be smart football guy no more. Hey, Vach, you think we can find a way to 50? I don't care. Whatever
Dan wanna do.
If Dan Quinn want to play Osa Odigizua as strong safety,
I don't give a damn. Do it.
you know something I don't know. Fuck, he can do it. Do it again. That motherfucker make a play. I'm cheerleading for him. I don't care. I trust Dan Quinn.
That's
With
a
that
fact.
being said, though, Segway Jones, and this ain't me shooting at anybody. This ain't Batch being aggressive. I just simply want to have a conversation with my bros. Early
That sound like when people start off with like no disrespect, but here we
respectfully.
Respectfully.
No disrespect, but I'm about to disrespect the hell out of
No, because because I know Okoye and your attitude. I just know how you get, man. You damn competitive. I know how you get. Listen,
Let's get it.
all I'm saying, bro, and I'm doing this for everybody because all y'all said the same shit. When early in the season we did a roundtable just like this one, and Osa Odigizua was lighting the world on fire, and he's still gonna be the future, and he's still impressive, and he's gonna help us win a Super Bowl. But when I asked y'all, I was like, all right, cool, Osa's fire, but what happens when Tristan and Neville get back? And Fuss was like, well, we're gonna shoot. It sounded like it like you just wanted to get rid of Tristan Hill, brother Foots, and you just wanted to bench Neville Gallimore, brother Foots, and Okoye sound like he just wanted to rotate Neville Gallimore.
Bots, you are lying through your teeth. You better
I got
stop.
this on YouTube. That shit's on the internet.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
But anyway,
Bots, hell.
I'll go find it. But anyway,
You know you gonna find it too.
I'm definitely fine. But anyway, Neville Gallimore shows up wide as a refrigerator.
Poison.
Right.
Hey,
And I'm
bro.
like,
hey.
And I'm like, Neville Gallimore big as hell.
Yo.
And then he kept the speed and the quickness. And he started beating the shit out of people. And then like Leighton Vander Esch started looking good.
Skins
Oh,
game
my
is
God.
crazy.
For a game.
And
I'm about to say, hey, Corey,
A game.
because hey, listen,
A game.
Tristan,
He's on
stop with the Tristan. He been after the Skins game. I haven't really seen much.
Well, he was out.
Y'all are the
Because
film
he was
guys.
out. Let's quit hating on
Okay,
Tristan
that's
Hill.
what, exactly. That's what, so
You ain't
yeah,
noticing.
my
That's
thing.
all. We don't be knowing who out though. That's their
Nah,
credit.
he
Bruh,
flashed.
you really
You don't need to
know
miss
him.
these guys.
Tristan
No,
Hill
he flashed in the Washington game.
Tristan Hill.
But that's what
pre-game,
Tristan is.
He punched the dude in the face and he caught COVID. So Tristan been out. But when Tristan came back, Tristan wasn't no scrub. And when Neville came back, he was better than everybody else. So now this, like I said, this ain't me. See how y'all made this me shooting at y'all. I just want to simply revisit what the hell do we do at D tackle now because we got some guys back.
Hold on. Better than Osa, or you hadn't seen him in a while and he was playing at the same level.
Yes.
I'm just asking you.
I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. What are they asking him to do?
If you think
Because
Tristan
they're
Hill is
asking
trash, we're gonna fight. If you think Tristan Hill is
I don't
trash,
think
we gonna
Tristan
You
spring.
think Tristan's playing better than Osa though?
I ain't saying
I thought y'all meant Neville. I thought y'all meant Neville.
Tristan
My
is
bad.
not
I thought y'all
playing
meant
Neville is.
I ain't saying
Neville.
Neville.
Okay.
Neville is definitely.
I was about to say I
playing better
can't co-sign.
But
that.
Osa's playing great. Like he's a rookie.
I like Tristan though. I ain't hating on him.
Hold up.
He's just not doing that.
Osa is, and I said this because we got to acknowledge this as truthful Cowboys content creators. Osa hit a bit of a rookie wall, and that's okay. We understand that, right?
That's not the point. Go ahead, hit it.
But what I thought was going to happen with Osa is exactly what's happening. You get Tristan back, you get Neville back. You now you utilize him in 20 to 25 snaps, 30 at most, and he's fresh. And now he's being that old Osa. So I'm not complaining at all about this rotation. Keep it a rotation.
Yeah. Any love for Carlos Watkins?
Yes, even
you gotta respect every lineman that's lined up. Even Hamilton, shout out to him before he left. When they lined up, they was balling. But the reason we talking about Osa though is his first year. He a rookie though. Yeah. So Osa's overall limit is still better than Neville in my opinion.
I want to fight back.
He's a rookie.
Go fight.
And he's 285 rookie.
I want to fight with you, Vox. Yeah, throw your hands up because this is why I gotta say this. Now, Vox, you be the main one talking about peanut butter. This man always talking about peanut butter, and they gotta get thicker. Okoye, listen. For the first, how many weeks was that? And Scott, respect to you with the rookie wall. But how many he got his rounds? I just beat that. Listen, now, hey, Bots. Hey,
What's those shotgun shells?
What you saying?
But hey, Vato.
They got the 12 gauge slugs ready for you.
Slides.
Could it be one of them things that his body just simply started to wear down?
Who is that?
Osa. As
Oh, did.
Dog, it's gritty in them trenches, bro.
Yeah.
It's gritty in them trenches, bro.
And he's not supposed to be playing so much one tech. He was playing one tech a lot at 285, bro. You got to give him his credit, man.
That's different.
Taking on double teams, putting his foot in the ground, and not losing for half a season.
Yeah. By Brent Urban going out, it made that man play more, you know.
Hello.
He's a rookie, bro.
But
And you're not scared to see those guys on the field. You saw that watching in the Washington game. They had one play where it was Micah standing behind standing behind Osa, Chauncey, and Bohanna. We had 4 rookies on the field at one time, and you wasn't like, you ain't chopping, you ain't scared, you ain't trembling when they out there. They know what they're doing.
Right. And
that's all I'm saying. They rookies. You know what I mean?
Disagree with Foots.
They're not better yet.
The future forecast is incredible for this, and which is why we're going to be a dynasty. And I'm totally with Foots. I've been saying that for a while now. But I think Tristan and Neville coming back actually helped Osa, because
100%, because he needed a spell. He
been playing 50 snaps a game or something. He was really all we had on the inside. Plus Carlos or whatever.
Consecutively,
So now we got all these cats. And, if you look at the last game, Osa is give you some more of them plays where he's just tearing shit up in the middle again. There was this phase where he wasn't doing much of that. He kind of got back to that these last few games or so because he's not as exhausted.
Boss, let me ask you this.
Water and oxygen, sir. Go ahead, please.
Let me ask you this. Yes, couldn't have happened any better when you think about it. Obviously, we didn't want Neville to be hurt, but the reps that Osa was able to get, I think these sub packages, guys, in the playoffs, it's about to get nasty. I don't even think Dan Quinn is really showing everything. I think we'll see a little bit of a scheme.
You don't have to.
And I also want to ask y'all this too.
Sure.
With the chance of us seeing the Cardinals again and Philly again,
we're gonna play them
leave it at
vanilla.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Corey, what are we doing there, y'all? Because because I'm gonna be honest. I said this, and y'all know I be on Kellen Moore. I for the longest said I don't think Kellen Moore has been showing a lot. You look at the teams in our division, we're gonna win the division, but I just think that he had pulled back. And so what I'm saying is, like, with the Cardinals, you got to have a distinct game plan for Kyler Murray, I think. Actually, you really don't, because the Detroit game, they really just played sound football and the Cardinals didn't. But I'm just saying.
I was just about to say, I don't really think you need too much scheme to be Kyler in them. I just think you just got to be physical and fast.
We got that.
You know what I'm saying? So good luck to these hoes.
And we don't have a defensive scheme anyway. So the reason it doesn't matter what we put on tape is because we play offenses the way we have to. So however when you see those 2 safety looks where we're going in big nickel, where you got Wilson is out when Wilson's available, Wilson out there, or Hooker down near the line of scrimmage, and Kurtz is when we're playing teams that like to play 12 personnel. We'll play you that way. If we playing 11 personnel, we come out in different looks. So it's not, we don't have one style of we have what you would truly call a multi defense. We're not 3-4, we're not 4-3, we're not nickel. We got a little bit of everything. So it don't matter what we put on film in any one game. We can beat you in several ways.
Corey,
zone or man.
I also think that the mindset is going to be there because there's 2 games at once, the defense versus the offense. So if the offense ever showing that they slacking, the defense going to be like, hey, we beating y'all what? We just scored another turnover. We just scored another touchdown, basically. So it's going to always push these boys to bring in more anticipation and tenacity.
And
I don't think that
go ahead, Will.
I don't think Dan Quinn is going to hold back because, again, we talk about this, Okoye. It's not like he's doing anything complicated. What makes Dan Quinn tough to get a beat on is that he has so many players that are versatile, so they can come from anywhere on the field at any time, up and down the line of scrimmage, back end, middle, front. So it's not really necessarily about what scheme is this. It's who the hell's coming. And who's not coming? Who's dropping? Where is this person?
We got
lined
game
up
changers and game records everywhere, like you just said. Game changing players. Like we talk about Nev. We're gonna stop pretending we ain't know Nev was gonna be something. But we talk about Nev, but he's a game changer in the run. Since he's come back, the running game is totally different because, like you were saying with LVE, like you got guys who are not getting touched at the second level because you have Tristan or Nev and Watkins and Osa, who could all soak up double teams themselves. So that's freeing those guys up on the outside. It's freeing Parsons up when he wants to line up in the A gap. You can't double team any of our pass rushers because we got guys that can eat blocks. And Nev is one of those guys that can not only eat blocks but can take you back to the ball to the quarterback too. So it's just like we different, man. You gotta prepare to beat us. It's not like we have to scheme to beat you. You have to scheme to try to be successful against what we're going to show you, period.
Can I ask y'all a question, fellas?
We dictate. Go ahead.
Do y'all remember that 2019 Atlanta defense?
Do I remember it? I mean,
Remember
Not
Deion
especially.
Jones? Remember they had
Grady was
Deion
on it.
Jones, Grady, and they just was fast, bro. I think they
Yeah.
played. I want to say they played Philly. They played somebody in the playoffs, and bro, they was just flying around.
Oh no,
like
not in 2019.
Hold on, what was the year they went to the Super Bowl?
2016.
Was it the 2016 year?
Something like that. Yeah.
Was it?
2016.
Was it?
Yeah. When they
Okay.
played, when they played Philly in the playoffs.
That's when I just was like, young Deion Jones is just fast. Like he's just not a big, bulky linebacker. He just can play sideline to sideline. That's what this defense looks like, man. Like it's crazy how Dan Quinn is. Facts, Law. Better.
Yeah.
How
Got
Dan
better talent
Quinn is
over here,
able
top
to
down.
top
Well,
down. And I
because Dan Quinn went to the lab and said what worked in Seattle, what worked in Atlanta, what didn't work in Seattle, what didn't work in Atlanta, and let's kind of combine these things and let's adapt, because this isn't the same Dan Quinn that we saw in previous years. He was mostly a cover 3 guy. Right now, we're running mostly zone. So to me, that's a hat tip to.
No, we running
Quinn.
man. We running cover
I'm sorry.
one.
I meant to say man. I'm running mostly man.
Yeah,
And that's a hat tip to Dan Quinn to see his players and say, all right, let me adapt to y'all instead of y'all adapting to what I've done. That's kind of not working as much anymore. And that's why I think Dan Quinn is extremely important.
They beat the Pack. They beat Seattle 36-20, and then they beat the Packers 44-21. And that was an Aaron Rodgers led team.
That year.
They had that was Shanahan running that offense.
Mm-hmm.
Something I think is gonna.
I remember the defense, Scott. I'm just being honest.
It was okay. It was all right.
That was cool.
Something I think. Bro, I was like 8 words into my sense of footsteps. Okay, my bad, cool. Something I think is going to be very important versus the Cardinals. I'm about to give Foots credit for this because Foots kind of been the first one saying this and kind of leading this charge or whatever. Is Kyler like to pout, and I think that if you get on them early, like
give them a reason,
they might just quit on you. You know what I'm saying? They just might roll over and just just let you do what you want to do to them. So if we can blow out the Cardinals Sunday. Want that be some headlines for you? Go ahead, Foot. Say what you were saying.
I'm not. I was just my mind went somewhere else because I just think about our team speed.
You was talking about the Falcons or something, but go ahead, tell us about.
Well, bro, so if you think about it, if you think about this team, right?
Yes, sir.
Micah Parsons is a better Deion Jones.
Sure.
Who do they have on? I think Casey he wasn't on that team. Who they had in the back end. But the point is, I know they had Trufant. It was one of their corners. Diggs is better than Trufant.
Brown.
I just think that, you know what I mean? I just think that, man, this defense is like the headlines and to mainstream media, everybody's like the offense, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dog, we're winning games by 10 or more points and we're in a slump. Like I told folks the Saints game wasn't going to be an easy game. And people were like, oh, you should be blowing out Taysom Hill. I'm like, dog, that defense is real. The Saints defense is not and so it kills me. Yeah, that defense is real. And so you did what you were supposed to do against the Washington football team. I think you'll do what you're supposed to do against the Cardinals. I just see us in really good shape, man. It's crazy how we have been in one off season.
I kind of like it when the national people like not with us and they don't know what we're really good at and they just, oh, that offensive line is good. Yeah. Oh, that defense gives up points. Like I like it when they don't know what the hell going on. Right, so we just quietly just sneak up on people. I mean, we run.
And that's hard to do when you're the most nationally televised team.
Right,
but we sneaking up on teams this year.
We can't do like the Miami Dolphins did. You know, they just snuck
no
that defense.
Yeah, like they've been winning. They've been winning. I'm like they've been winning.
I know 7 in a row. That's crazy.
Who knew?
So y'all never gave me your answers because Koya is really good at deflecting and debating. So who do you start, Osa or Neville, sir?
Oh, I start Neville. Definitely.
Okay, I start.
I'm never one of those guys that say I don't know why you pointing that at me. Look at my record speak for itself on Nev, bro. Nev just ain't been here. He just ain't been here.
We don't do a whole bunch of these. We don't do a whole bunch of these.
I thought Nev was gonna be that guy, bro. I said my record speaks for itself on Nev. Nev my pet cat, so you can't say that to me. But I do love Osa though. But I like Osa because Nev can play that one tech. Osa at the 3 tech gonna be crazy, bro. Like,
you and Foots, and I'm making this about y'all. Y'all was like, hey, I don't care about nothing. When they come back, Osa got to start. Osa got to play. And I was like, man, but we don't know.
Before he hit the wall. Before he
We
hit
don't
the
Still
wall.
playing.
Before he hit the wall, I was saying that because I just
No,
had
before he hit the wall, I said that. I probably did say that before he hit the wall. But now that we've seen what that he's tired, like let him rotate
so
into 20
good.
plays.
Let me just give you flowers, Corey. You're so good at this. Like
Thank
even
you,
when
man.
your
It's
even
called
when
an
your
amoeba.
information
I'm like an
wrong,
amoeba. I
Trust
can
me.
dance,
even when your information be wrong, you
Very
debate
rare.
so good.
Very
You
rare.
debate so you debate wrong.
I'm so rarely
information.
wrong, man.
You
And
should have
so-
heard
I'm
me
gonna say
and
like
him
Wolf
going
of
at
Wall
it about
Street.
D-Law.
Don't judge me by my losses. Judge me by my wins because my losses are so few.
That's what I don't like about Koye.
That's all.
Koye actually look.
All you
I
gotta
hate
do.
it. Look, Joe Thomas was so regular to me.
Stop it! Don't you dare curse out Joe.
Okoye
Don't you
made
dare
me
mess with
sit
Joe.
down. Okoye made me sit down and watch Joe Thomas for an hour, and I felt so sick after. I felt so dirty because I didn't change my mind at all.
That's how bad the other two were, man. Joe Thomas was still the best
The
linebacker
fact
on
that
his
you
team
were
at that time.
acknowledging that is big.
It
for
was
you,
the
Corey.
truth, though. He was
Joe
better than
Thomas.
both those cats.
I hate Okoye.
And
Joe Thomas made a play every time I seen him play,
Jalen
baby.
Smith, your boy, and Joe Thomas, boy.
Man, y'all made Jalen Smith my boy because I kept having to defend his ass. But Joe Thomas was better. I said he was better than both of them. When they keep saying Jalen my boy, but I said that Joe Thomas was the best linebacker on our team when Jalen was here. I said that.
Yeah.
And it was the truth.
Listen, man, on a night where there's a college football playoff going on and a Friday and New Year's, we have 1,000 people watching us live. So, hey, one time.
Thank y'all, man. Seriously.
We do what we want, man. We do what these want. Follow everybody at their respective, channels or whatever. We all do fantastic work, man. So wherever you watching us at, show us some love, man. We do this for real, for real. So do y'all have any like last words for the game Friday? For the game Sunday, pardon me. Like keys to win. What do we need to do? Honestly, the only answer is show up and play Cowboy football and don't shoot ourselves in the foot and we win. But if y'all had any additional thoughts on the game, Fuster King, go first, sir.
Tackle. Elijah Moore in space. Got to tackle.
Rondell.
Rondell Moore.
I said Elijah Moore. Was it Rondell?
Rondell, yeah.
Well, I know it's one of them. They kind of the same build. Leave me alone, Vach.
I'm helping you. All right, fool.
He trying to read us up. What's wrong with this guy?
Vach drinking something other than water over there. That's vodka. Vach on everybody ass. He been starting some shit today too. Vach in his fire starter mode.
I just thought
Look at
Vach
him.
didn't drink
Y'all
until
the
he
one
came down
tipsy.
here.
Y'all the one tipsy.
As he sips his wine.
Get eyes on Buda Baker. He likes to blitz, good player.
I forgot all about Buda Baker. I ain't thought of Buda Baker for real. But I just think that highly in my offense though.
He's still solid though.
He
You hit it on the head, bro. I mean, just play football, tackle. The biggest thing is you can't let Kyler, can't let him sneak out the back door. Like I feel like that's a big part of his game. If you just let him sit in the pocket, I'm cool. But if you let him. That's my son upstairs throwing stuff, bro.
Bro. I thought that was Vach's.
Hey, Scott.
I feel you, bro. I don't trust
Your son's strong as hell. He like
my kids have been on the stream before, so
And nobody be banging on that note.
I thought it was this.
FBI, open up!
That's Law on recording yesterday. Is your Law doing takedowns? He's first man in. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually Law saying that, right.
I know that's not a sound bite and shit. That's Law, real Law.
Service weapon.
That's one of his doppelgangers. You got a whole bunch
It's like 8 of them. It's like 8 of them. I just seen you at Giant in Philly last week, man. I was like, that's Law
shout
over
out to
there.
Giant. I'm glad.
While you was
somebody else
live in
Giant.
Dallas and shit.
Yeah.
What is Giant?
Yeah, but just
What he said?
tackle,
What is
man.
Giant?
It's Giant.
Somebody said, "What is Giant?"
What is Giant?
It's like Kroger.
It's a grocery store.
It's a grocery
like
store,
Kroger.
yeah.
Ain't no fucking Giants down there.
I know. That's why I'm like, it's like
What is
Kroger.
Giant?
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Giant.
Publix, baby.
Just be who you're supposed to be. Don't let Kyler sneak out the back door. Don't let him front.
Yeah, facts.
All right, then. You ever shot at the Giants before?
No, they definitely don't have that in Mississippi.
Y'all don't know what giant is, bro? That's crazy.
Nah.
Bro, we from the East Coast.
Kroger's,
They don't got
baby.
that. They don't
Piggly
got
Wiggly.
that down here.
Yeah, they
bet
got the
y'all-
lion
Piggly
state or whatever. they
Piggly
call it.
Wiggly, baby.
I bet
What
y'all
is
ain't got
giant?
Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
I bet
No,
y'all
we
ain't
don't got no Piggly
Nah,
Wiggly.
nigga, ain't got no
Piggly
Piggly.
No, we ain't got none of that. And we don't eat, and we don't eat chitlins up here either.
Hog
don't
balls, you know what I'm saying?
Hog maws they might. I don't know.
Go ahead, Lord Nation. Tell us about Piggly Wiggly and Giant.
Man. Hey, we gonna make that Piggly Wiggly little Kyler Murray. We want to make him hurry, through his reads and throw him off.
that
Like
nigga kicking in. He
old boy
rapping now.
Foot
Go ahead, go
said.
ahead.
You get him to be a crybaby. Hey, last time people was talking about Jalen Hurts and they used C.J. Goodwin as a spy, and I know it was a different type of defense, right? If we were to do that, are you guys fond of having Parsons being a spy or insert Boss Man? Because I think he's a 4-3 guy. Yeah, I know it's going to take a long time, but you got
No. I thought you were saying we needed a DB to spy on Kyle. We don't need that this year. We got a different defense.
We got to.
I
Okay,
don't
good.
think-
Good.
I don't think
I think Parsons can do it.
I don't think we need to
Parsons
put
is a
too much
linebacker.
effort.
Last year we had to use a DB because we didn't have no good ballers over there to do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nobody can
This
keep
year
up.
we
with
ain't got to do nothing cute like that.
No,
Go play ball.
I don't think we need to. I don't think we could. I don't think we need to put that much effort into super spying them like that because we fast enough to get to them. You know what I mean? Like sideline to sideline, fast enough to get to them. So we ain't really got to stress out over it. If you listen to Micah talk about it, Micah kind of gave it away. Like, hey man, sometimes it might be me, sometimes it might be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So if J-Ron Curse is the guy, you know what I mean? So if what you could do is you could flush Micah. Kyler with certain pass rushers, get them going in one direction, and then finish them with J-Ron. J-Ron been doing a lot of blitz, and I said that on my last film session or whatever. So you can put him at linebacker, funnel him one way, and just clean up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to over-obsess over Kyler running. Kyler fast, but we better.
The thing about Kyler this year, his design runs are way down, and he admitted that he's trying to not have to do that a lot. But his off script plays, and that's one of my keys to the victory, is contain the off script plays. That's where he gets his big plays. And when he's scrambling, he's really scrambling to throw. He's not scrambling to run, but he can.
And we play man, so
yeah.
I think
so contain those off script plays and burn the blitz. That's my other one. Burn the blitz. They're the third highest blitz team. And Dak's been phenomenal against the blitz, touchdown pass wise. So continue to burn the blitz and contain the off-script plays. And I mean, you can make this game get out of hand. But that's no disrespect to their defense because their defense is a good D. But if you can get up on them and make Kyler Murray have to beat you with his arm, which he has an arm, right? Like he can throw, but they don't got D hop no more. So it's from ball game. It's not as vertical. It's a lot of horizontal stuff. So, and we got the speed to deal with.
Man,
I think we win. We stop the run and we force Kyler to throw the ball everywhere. And this should be a big game for Diggs as well as Brown. He's going to get him another interception this game.
Exactly, and I think Diggs shadowing AJ Green all over the field. I think that's a good matchup, especially if you got to force the ball to him. You're probably going to see some help with AB or Boss Man covering Kirk. So I think we match up very well in the back end with those guys. And like you said up front, Vach, we got the speed to go get them. So I feel like if we get the ball back to this offense twice, I don't want to say easy, but I think that's the recipe for a cruise control victory. You know what I mean? They're never easy because Kyler is definitely an X factor, but I feel like we're gonna tear his ass up, man. Everybody we done play had to ice up one way or another at some position. We hurting something, man. So I feel like this week is gonna be Kyler and James Conner if he bring his ass out here trying to run aggressive the way he been running, man. So
he might not play.
We tear their ass up, man. I really feel like we got guys top down that's gonna hurt these guys, man. Period.
Last thing, and y'all can also give your thoughts on this as we're wrapping this up or whatever. I just wanted to talk about the overall playoff thing or whatever, right? And why I think we're in such good position. Is like every other team is continuing to look pedestrian. They're continuing to lose people. They're continuing to lose to the Saints and shit, lose to the Lions, whatever they choose to do, little goof shit. And it just seems like we're just finding brand new shit that we're good at. Like Donovan's back. Oh, Kelvin Joseph is cold for real. Oh, Neville just shows up. Like we got D-Law now. You know what I mean? I just noticed as every other team is getting bad. Oh, we just getting better. We just getting so much better, and I just think it's time, man. That little thing that we did last week, bro. We just need 6 more,
That
and
little
and, I,
thing.
and honestly, we can do it 5 more. You know what I mean? 5 to 6 more times, bro. If we do it, man, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail in Dallas.
Roger might be in there with you, bro.
Hey,
I might be in there with you.
Oh,
we need bail money. Chat. Go ahead, Law. Tell me about the playoffs, please, sir.
Oh man, defense travel, running game travel. I think that the last game that we just played, I think that Kellen Moore adopted, hey, I'm gonna run the ball more. And on top of that, even though, we still had 100 yards collectively, I love seeing Collins pull. I love seeing the opposition getting out of the way because Collins was there. And I love seeing my boy Zach Martin just pulling, getting in front of people. So I believe that those 2 ingredients, man, will propel this team in the playoffs. Defense travel, running game travel, and we ain't traveling because we going to be at home. This finna be total pandemonium, right? Cowboys, we going to win it, baby. We finna go on that run. Yeah. Let's go. Playoff time, baby. I'm getting crunk.
Yes, sir.
Koye, go ahead.
What's the question? What's the
I mean,
question,
shit,
Your
you
Honor?
had your hand up. I thought you had something to say.
Oh, no, I was putting a peace sign up.
Oh, okay, just give your general thoughts about Cowboys and playoffs as we're wrapping up.
Defense.
I feel like we gonna rev up this engine, man. Like I do agree with Foot saying that maybe we take some of the heat off of ourselves in these last 2 games, just play well enough to win both offensively and defensively, because we might see both those teams most likely. I do hope we break the Eagles back, because I don't want them to make the playoffs. So I'm not trying to coast our way through that game. I want us to go put our foot in the ass. But in the playoffs, I can't think of a team, literally, like, and I've never like I'm scared of any team, but I can't think of a team that I respect more than I respect what we're able to do on both sides, all 3 phases of the game, not just both sides of the ball. So I feel like we can line up against anybody, and I'm hoping that the narrative becomes what I think it's going to be, which is Mike McCarthy's return to Lambeau and us, ramming them the hell out of here on our way to the Super Bowl. So that's how I feel it's going to go, man. I don't feel like any team can just flat out play with us. We got to have a bad game for any of those teams to have a shot in the playoffs, period. And that's that's both AFC and NFC, man. I feel like we got to have bad games in order for you to be able to play with us anytime.
Hey, Koye, quick question before you roll. 2018, 2016, 2014, we have this defense. Do we win in the playoffs?
100%.
That's all.
100%.
14.
You saw that when Dak won the game for us, and then Aaron Rodgers went back out on offense, and our defense couldn't keep them down. Like Cooks
Jeremy
Mincy,
Anthony
sure.
Hitchens, and Nick Hayden, and those guys.
hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down. Dez don't have to catch it if we had this defense. Dez don't have to catch it.
Brandon Carr and Sensabaugh and Scandrick and them and J.J. Wilcox and them. This is different, man.
It's different.
Yeah,
Night and day.
I want to
Brad,
get my thoughts on the playoffs. Oh,
Please.
thank you, sir. Thank you, my good brother.
please.
Um,
I'm the host. I got you. I got you.
hey, man, this was a good show, man. Look,
100.
I don't think we a bad matchup for a lot of teams, bro.
Sure.
For every team.
Talk about it, Sky.
Can't
Like,
beat us.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't like to look ahead. I want to beat the brakes off Aaron Rodgers, bro. That smirk, the everything about that dude,
Arrogance,
bro.
man.
Pony.
Bro,
Yep.
Boss fight.
let me tell y'all something. I was at the playoff game when Byron Jones led this Bama. Bruh. Hey, bro, why would Byron Jones, like, what are you doing, bruh? You feel me? When who caught that pass? Was that Cook who caught that pass?
Cooks.
Oh my God.
I'm
Cooks.
like, come on, man. Like, come on, Jones.
Yeah.
You bum. It's just like we now have guys who make plays instead of constantly getting plays made on them. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Byron was actually good, and he wouldn't even be top 3 on this team.
Come on,
Go
Okoye.
ahead.
Like, and that's the facts. Nah, you speaking facts. And see, it took Mike McCarthy. I'm gonna say this.
I'm sorry,
Playoffs, all
Foots.
that.
I'm sorry,
Private
Foots.
chat.
I'm sorry, Foots. Koye, you said what now, sir?
I said Byron Jones was pretty good, but he wouldn't be the top 3 corner on this team.
Shit.
You ain't
Whoa!
you ain't out of me, Koye.
You tried, Koye, come on.
Oh,
Now you would
shit.
tell me you would take
Quay always say
Brown
something
over
at the end.
Jones.
All the time.
You take
Yo,
Brown
Koye,
Jones.
Like
Like
me,
you,
man.
Oh, here we go. 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 I'm gonna answer it for you if you let me answer the mother. If you let me answer the son of a mother, I'm gonna answer it. Check this out.
We
How
laid the
many
way you are, Koye. Go
How
ahead.
many interceptions do Byron Jones got in his career
Oh, come on.
in Dallas?
Man.
Because they didn't throw at him, Koye. They didn't throw at him.
He got one interception in his entire
I wanna
career
get back
here,
to my
bro.
point, Bot.
One in what? 4 years, 5 years?
But they didn't
Four
throw at
years?
him.
must be out of your goddamn mind.
Because it was so many opportunities all over the field. I don't think Byron Jones is going to be better than Boss Man Fat. I don't think Byron Jones is playing better, ever has played better for us than Jordan Lewis is playing for us right now. Byron Jones this season, AB's having a pretty damn
Jones
good season,
in Dan Quinn's system.
Stop talking.
System?
and he ain't better than Diggs. I don't give a
Dan
goddamn.
Quinn's system.
Byron Jones. I only can go by what Byron Jones did on the Cowboys field.
without,
Dan
without
Quinn.
Dan Quinn.
Hey, you can say I'm drunk. I'm the Byron Jones advocate. How could I be drunk?
You're not
Byron
at
Ain't
Jones-
no way.
I don't think he the-
Ain't
I don't
no
think
way
Byron
you'll
Jones is
take
top 4
Anthony
on this
Brown
team, bro.
over Byron Jones right now.
Right now.
You
That's
take
the big elephant in the room, Koye. You're saying
Right now.
You're saying that Anthony Brown is playing better than Byron Jones.
This season.
Ever has?
Okay,
Yes.
so look, Koye.
Yes.
So let me say this for you, because Dan Quinn can make shit look like sugar, and we don't know what's going
Well,
on.
he
in Miami.
making shit look
So
like
we're
sugar
talking
today.
about- so listen, so
Miami
we're
got
talking
the number
about
one defense in
Byron
the
Jones.
NFL.
We
Let me get back to
talking
my
about
point, Bot.
so Koye, you telling me 2000 and what 19 20 whenever he left, you saying 2019 Byron Jones ain't playing as good as Anthony Brown right now?
No.
Bro, Byron Jones was an all-pro.
Bro, Anthony
Hey,
Brown
this
got
guy-
picks.
this guy
Byron
right
Jones
there
don't get
got
thrown
no
at.
his turn.
He wasn't getting thrown at. Byron Jones wasn't getting thrown at. I'm talking about
why they didn't throw at him. I wonder
because
why
you gave up 15 yards of cushion on the other side of the field and you got a free play almost every time underneath Cheeto, which I said. Cheeto on the other
Whatever.
side
He
of the
was
field was
in-
playing off every play. So Byron,
Whatever.
I'm not taking anything away from Byron Jones, but he played one coverage the entire year, which is cover 3 the entire
Cheeto
year.
would
He
be
didn't play.
firing his
He didn't do
defense,
shit
by the way.
else.
Cheeto
Maybe.
and Byron would be firing his defense.
Maybe, but they ain't here. I'm talking about what guys did in. I'm talking about what guys do in the uniform. What Cheeto and Byron Jones did in the uniform in the time that they were
Cheeto's a
here,
good player.
regardless of coaches, is not better than the product that we putting on the field this year.
He's
At corner, top down.
They
Period.
roasting you.
Oh,
They roasting
period.
you in the comment section of Koye.
I don't give a damn.
Oh.
I don't give a damn.
Let me jump back in. Let me jump back in, y'all. Let me jump back in.
Anthony Brown lost a whole game
by
by himself. I ain't never seen that shit before.
Now you go see y'all shifty as hell. Because first is no, two of those pass interference.
I ain't shifty,
here.
bruh.
Now they all here.
Bruh,
That's
I
a
tell
shifty
you straight up,
Koye,
Listen,
ain't no shift in
Koye.
my game. Flat out.
how many
Byron
completions
Jones
did he
is
give
better
up?
than
What
Anthony
did
Brown
Byron Jones do
and
to
everybody
Michael
else
Thomas?
on here except Trayvon Diggs?
What did
Let's
what-
ask
Michael
Koye
Thomas at
one
his
at a
peak?
time.
It depends
Michael
on what you
Thomas at
judge
his
by.
peak. What did
I
Byron
like
Jones
I
do to
like
Michael
corners
Thomas?
that get me the ball back.
Time out.
Personally.
Gentlemen.
ahead.
Let's cuss a Koye out one at a time. Law, go ahead and say what you're
Let's
saying.
go.
What did
Whoa,
Byron
whoa, whoa,
Jones do to
I'm
Michael
listening.
Thomas?
You're gonna get a
When-
chance to
when
cuss a
Thomas
Koye
at
out,
his
but we're not
prime.
know each other.
When
Well,
Thomas
because
when
they
Thomas
did.
when Thomas had Drew Brees and everything, what did Byron Jones do to Thomas?
Shut his ass
He
down.
shut him down.
You think that right now, if Anthony Brown in the prime, whatever Michael Thomas with Drew Brees, Anthony Brown could do the same.
About to drink.
Hold up. What did Thielen and Jefferson do against Anthony Brown
Come on.
this year? Stop it. Keep going.
So you mean
Hey,
to tell
look,
me?
hey, look.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Thielen and
Byron,
Jefferson.
What did they do?
at the
No. You
peak.
just asked me
No,
though.
no.
What is
You
Jefferson
see
doing
what
right
Michael-
now? Jefferson balling right now, right?
He ain't
Jefferson
balling like
balling, right?
Michael Thomas was that year.
Jefferson is playing better than who we think is the best wide receiver on our team out of y'all mouths, which is CeeDee Lamb, right? Is Jefferson playing over the last 2 years better than CeeDee Lamb?
That was Drew
Top
Brees.
pick.
He killing it,
Bro,
right?
Bro, you talking
No,
about
what did he
Drew
do
Brees.
against?
Ain't
What
no
did he
way.
do against
Yo,
us?
Drew Brees and
I
Michael
ain't-
Thomas.
I ain't here. What did he do against us? You just said Michael Thomas and Drew Brees.
Y'all throwing
What-
haymakers. I
What did
love it.
Jefferson do against AB and Diggs?
Cousins.
What did he
Got
do?
Kirk Cousins,
No,
man.
answer the question.
Yo,
Don't
Law,
dance.
Law, he's really good at this.
He
Law,
really
he's
did.
good.
What did he do?
Motherfucker have
I
us
asked you.
believe
He didn't do
Anthony
anything.
Brown.
I'll take all
Thielen
these.
didn't do
What did he
anything.
do?
Thielen and
Okay,
Jefferson didn't
thank
do
you.
anything.
Next. Who
Okay.
next? Who next?
All right,
Next.
move
Oh,
on, move on.
Oh yeah.
Who next?
I'll offer
Who
you
next?
this. I'll offer you this, Okoye.
This is crazy.
So look. Thielen and Jefferson did nothing versus Brown, but Thielen and
I'm not
Diggs
playing
did
that.
nothing versus Byron neither. So pick a new one, sir. Pick a new setup. Because I've seen Byron Jones as our number. See, Law, I got this. I've seen Byron
y'all
Jones as
bait
our
guys.
number one
Bro.
corner, shut down number
Y'all
one
are
receiver.
making this
Okoye. I've seen,
so much
Go
more
ahead.
difficult than it needs to be.
I agree.
Byron
Hold on.
Jones was a
Hold
motherfucking all pro.
That's it. We gotta say that now.
End
That's it.
of discussion.
I'm not taking that away from Byron Jones. What I'm saying is I like corners who can get me the ball back, and Byron Jones can't do that. So
But you
I have a
said-
problem with it. That's why I was
because they went throwing.
no. Ain't got nothing in 5 years. The one nobody throwing at him in 4 years. He got one
he played
interception,
safety
and that was at safety.
Squeeze over to
That was at safety. He had 0 interceptions at corner, bro.
Can
Zero.
Can I say something real quick though?
Stop.
There
I
is
like
something
interceptions.
before Dan Quinn got here. I don't know what it was, brother, but there was something about this Cowboys team that was allergic to interceptions. Soon as you leave the Dallas Cowboys, you start getting picks. Look at Cheeto. Byron had a career high interceptions last year, but Brandon Carr started off hot, and then when Rob Marinelli got here, he couldn't get anymore. He went to Baltimore and got 3 in like the first 6 weeks. So there was something about being allergic, or maybe it's a scheme, whatever you want to say, how they were coached.
What's that saying you say?
With
By,
all
I mean,
that
Law,
said,
if this was
still
what?
was
If was
all
what's
pro.
the saying? It's cute. Is ifs was what?
I'm
What's
not
the
saying
saying?
it.
What's
Take
that
me
saying?
another
I'm not-
shot, man.
If
I'm not
ifs
saying
was
if,
this
bro.
and this was that,
Koye.
but Law know what I'm saying. What's an if? But it's an if. They wasn't here. Go ahead.
So look,
I
I'm
said
not
a rookie is better than Byron.
I'm talking about how they played. I'm talking about how they played when they were playing
listen,
for
how
the
can Byron
Cowboys. When Byron
Jones-
played for
how
the Cowboys.
How can Byron Jones catch interceptions if he's not being thrown at?
What, he got thrown at
Reeves
0
had-
times for the
This is
season.
crazy.
Because
I see what
Reeves had the same problem. I'm not
0.
saying that they're similar.
He
Hey,
never
let
got
me-
thrown
hey,
at
let
at
me-
all.
Let me jump
0.
in. Let me jump in, fellas. I've been listening. The
Okay,
truth
go
is
ahead.
this: what
I know.
Okoye is saying is these jokers. Byron wasn't a playmaker. I'm not saying that he wasn't an all-pro. I don't have a dog in this fight. I will say though, back to my point about the playoffs. I just want to beat the Packers. That's all I want. And then I'll let
There you
y'all
go.
argue that. I just want to finish that. I really want
There
to
you
finish
go.
that, bro.
I
really
like
wanna finish,
playmakers,
like,
baby.
bruh,
And I
Bruh,
and I
at the end of the
advocated for
day-
Byron
at the
Jones
end
to
of the day,
be a
y'all-
corner. I like
at the-
playmakers though.
At the end of the day, if you look at Okoye is not off, because if you think about it, Kelvin Joseph's ceiling is Scott. His ceiling.
That's an
is
if.
Don't think Kelvin
probably
Joseph
less
gonna
than
be-
No. He said
Why is
right
it if now?
He said
You said right
Byron
now,
was before.
I said he
Byron
wouldn't be
Jones
the.
is not a top 4 cornerback on this team. That is
That what he said.
blasphemy, fam.
Dog,
That what he
ain't
said.
no way, man. Ain't no
Well,
way.
call me the
that
devil,
Raiders
baby.
game, I know
It
the
is what it
aficionados
is.
was just
I'm
had
wearing red
I know
already.
the Raiders had. I know the aficionados had something against Byron
Y'all
Jones.
gotta point to one game this season where he still didn't give
no
up.
way.
What receptions
Not
did
me.
he give
I'm
up
not
that
pointing
game?
no game.
Did he
I'm
give up
talking about the
receptions that game?
player.
He didn't give up. I'm talking about the Raiders game. Ain't
Did he give
no
up any
way,
receptions that game?
the
Y'all calling
technique-
about? Y'all
the
talking about what the
technique-
refs did that
I'm talking
game?
about like just pure technique, the way Byron Jones played. Ain't no way the refs would call those many flags.
Koye,
Just by
Koye,
his
how about this,
technique
man?
alone.
Koye, let me say this. Hold on, Law. Koye, let me say this. There's this ongoing joke in my chat box while we watching live, where we waiting for the one Anthony Brown big play so that he can get it out the way, right? Because he plays better after he gives up that one big ass play every game. Every game, Anthony Brown gives up a big play, Koye. Then he plays better. We didn't get those big plays from Byron Jones.
Every
Koye.
game, every game,
all the
Brown?
game,
every
all
game,
the game.
every
All-
game.
So
He
let me
gave
ask
up-
you. Let me
Don't
ask
do
you.
this. Don't do that to yourself.
Let me ask you a quick,
Stop it.
simple
You're
question,
lying.
Okoye. Okoye,
Go ahead.
this team. So you saying that this team would not be better if you switched the two?
With Byron Jones. I'm only
Byron
talking
Jones.
about what Byron Jones did under the Cowboys uniform. I'm not talking about Miami's Byron Jones,
I'm
where
just-
he's in a
just-
different
just
scheme.
Straight up,
I
skill
can't
set.
say what he would have did in Dan Quinn's scheme. I'm going off of what Byron Jones did for the 4 years he was here. So that Byron Jones, I wouldn't take over the playmakers we have right now because he was here. He had his opportunity to be great while he was here, and he wasn't, in my opinion. If he was, he would still be here.
So
if he was a playmaker,
so AB's
there would
great
be
this
no
year?
digs if Byron Jones
Jay Lewis
was.
great. You holding him to great standards. It's AB.
Is
Jay
Byron
Lewis,
Jones
and Boston
great? You said he great?
No, you just said
He was
that.
all
You held
pro.
him to great
I
standards.
said
He
he's.
was all pro.
I said the team that we have here are playmakers. I didn't say nobody was great.
So if you're the
You
coach of
said
this
that he-
team,
he wouldn't be.
you'll
I mean, this
bench
is
him.
crazy.
You'll bench
I'm not
Byron
even gonna
Jones
jump
right
on
now.
him.
If
I
you
didn't
the
say I
coach
would
of this
bench
team,
him. I'm saying-
no, if you the
he's
secondary
not
coach of
top
Do
this
I
team,
think Boss Man? Listen, this is my point in what I'm saying. I think
Koye will
Boss
get
Man is going to be
fired.
better than Byron Jones by the end of the day.
Going to
period.
be.
One day.
Going
So
one day.
so that's what I'm judging off of. Why would I say anything different? I think he's going to be better than Byron Jones by the end of the day,
All right,
and I think that I
we
like
want
what I have out of.
Go
I like what I have out of
go
Jordan.
Vols.
I like what I have out of Jordan Lewis, and I like what I have out of AB this year. They're
Switch it.
playmakers this year. I'm not talking about they were here also when Byron Jones was here. I would have never said that
You took
then.
it back. You took
I'm
it.
talking
You're
about
taking
what
it
they're
back, son.
doing here, right? I'm not taking shit back. I'm telling you what they're doing here. I'm telling you what they're doing here right now. This year is what I wanted from those guys. What I wanted from J. Lou, I'm getting. What I wanted from AB, I'm getting this year. I never thought AB was going to be a linear all-pro. AB just needed to give me what he's giving me this year, which is don't be the guy that's always fucking up for us. That's all I needed him to do.
Okay,
That's what he's doing.
Let me ask you something. Was AB giving you this before Dan Quinn? No. Was J. Lou giving you this before Dan Quinn? No. Was you call my boss man? Let's not even talk about boss man.
Was Diggs giving you this before Dan Quinn? No.
But what I'm saying is you're giving.
But they're here now.
They are. So
Byron Jones here now.
Byron Jones was a lockdown corner with Chris Richard, is what he's saying. Right. That's what he's saying. So just like everybody else elevated, imagine how much better an All-Pro would be with Dan Quinn is what
with Dan Quinn.
But you saying that Anthony Brown, who gives up,
This is the best defense that I've seen. This is the best defense I've seen the Cowboys have in the last 20 years. And Byron Jones ain't on it.
Hold on, whoa.
This is the best defense I've seen us ever have, and Byron Jones ain't here. This is the best defense I've ever seen us have. Byron Jones ain't here.
Hey, guys, so we can come to some type of conclusion. Okoye is right about this being the best defense. We had a lot of guys who was front runners, even when DeMarcus Ware was out here. I remember we never had nothing like this. And to his point, Byron was the epitome of a Garrett guy. Like, I do think that these guys are all.
It was a dope corner. It was a good corner.
No, but it's still just like he wasn't bad.
I just like what he got.
Sky, I'm just chilling. I brought this stuff up because I said that he didn't play.
Come on, Foots.
I'm comparing Byron number 1 to number 1. I wasn't comparing Byron.
Was Robert Quinn a Gary guy? Huh? Was Robert Quinn a Gary guy?
I don't know if that do anything.
Robert Quinn on coach.
Go ahead. See what Robert Quinn doing?
Yeah, that's true. Now you right,
staff different.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. Does Trayvon Diggs give up that play to Cooks on the sideline?
Come on, we doing so many hypotheticals.
You know he don't, though, Sky. I don't know he don't.
I don't. Sky. Can we give credit to the throw too?
Safety,
the throw was unbelievable.
That's why I hate Aaron Rodgers. He's good.
He wasn't a corner.
That was unbelievable.
He was a safety at that point.
It was a safety. It was a safety. It's facts.
But it's the ball skills. Stop what you doing, bro.
He wasn't all pro at that time.
He was.
Are you serious? Because I got some Byron Jones. I remember this dude. I was right there.
No, he literally was a safety.
He
was a safety.
I know he wasn't. But the point is, his first before they moved him back to corner, he was looking like a bust. It was. He did not really.
But
no,
I'm
he wasn't
about
a
Byron
safety.
Jones.
He shouldn't have been at safety. Remember, they messed that up, Sky.
They put him at safety. What I'm saying.
But that wasn't smart. Remember?
No, it wasn't smart. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Byron Jones, the All-Pro corner, versus Anthony Brown that gives up a big play per game. Is
Anthony Brown hasn't played well this year, Voch? I don't like when y'all do that.
I'm Anthony Brown.
You're not listening.
I'm the fan, AB. I'm just saying he ain't better than Brian.
Look, I will repeat it. There's an ongoing joke in my chat on game day that Anthony Brown gives up at least one big play before he starts to playing well. Then he plays well, but he still gives up a big play. And Byron Jones is an All-Pro.
Let me ask you a question, Voch. Let me ask you a question.
Indubitably, yes, sir.
Anthony Brown. Would you? Let me tell you, Boss Man Fat looked great. He can't even get on the field over Anthony Brown.
Sure.
God, I don't like that argument either.
But
all right, let's you know what?
I never seen a group of people hate on the motherfucker. You just waiting to play well.
I thought you got to go to
You
church.
waiting for him to play well. Y'all hating on him, but he balling this year. And you can't take that away from him. Period. Not trying though. It's a nice try. The ongoing joke and all that. Name it, cause y'all tripping.
Because he gives up one play or two plays a game, we're gonna say that Anthony Brown can't play ball. That's crazy.
Yeah, we doing a lot of hyperbole tonight. A lot of
that ain't no hyperbole.
Kelvin Joseph ain't All-Pro neither. Kelvin Joseph got a bright future to where he would be better than Anthony Brown. So that's why That's why Brown is playing over Kelvin Joseph.
Man, LVE's an All-Pro. What you talking about? Come on, man. Stop throwing that All-Pro around there like that means something to me, man. LVE All-Pro. LVE All-Pro. LVE is an all pro.
Byron
You want to
Jones
keep throwing that on his
better than
resume?
LVE.
Do that mean LVE is better than Micah or
LVE
Curse is not an all pro.
trash.
Curse
He's
ain't
been
an all pro.
trash
Is
He's been
LVE better than
trash
Curse?
after that? You're doing
Curse
apples to
ain't an all
oranges.
pro. You throwing
doing
y'all keep
apples to
throwing all pro
oranges.
out there, painting it with it. All pro,
Byron
all pro.
Jones has been better than Anthony Brown his whole career.
Man,
What are we
listen,
doing?
Listen.
I'm done. I'm done with this Anthony
But
Brown.
what I see,
Hey,
what I
hold
see
on,
them
hold
put on the field this year, I like what we got. Is basically what I'm saying to y'all.
I
I
do
like everybody
too.
we got on our team. I wouldn't trade not one of
Anthony
them for
Brown's
Byron
better than
Jones.
Jalen Ramsey,
Period.
I guess, because he was an
It's
all
not about being better. I said I wouldn't trade none of our guys for nobody.
Hold on,
We gotta
hold
try
on,
to play.
hold on, we
We
screaming.
keep throwing. Oh, and Trayvon better than Dion, right? So keep throwing them crazy shit out
That's
there.
what you
Oh, yeah.
We throwing crazy shit out there. Go ahead.
This is what they want. This is what they want.
Plus, we screaming over each other. This is not what they want.
It's not what they want. They
This
don't want no.
This is no Acho. This is no Emmanuel Acho show. You know, no.
we
no.
cannot
right.
scream. Listen. In closing,
Yeah, let's in closing. Let's get it.
No,
Charles,
I'm
we
not
go
letting you
Charles.
off the hook, bro.
in closing, because Foot's got to go to church.
No.
Amen.
Hold on.
I gotta go.
He said, "Damn that."
Hold on,
said,
real
"Take
quick.
that, Foot."
Bots. No.
Go ahead,
We're gonna talk
Foot.
about when
Foot's
Anthony
about to
Brown was drafted
magnify.
from Purdue.
Okay, so let's do this then.
No, real quick.
No, Foot, I got you.
When
Foot, I got you.
when did
Foots,
Byron
Foots, I-
Jones
Foots,
come
I
on
got
his
you.
career,
Foots, I got
Scott?
you. Foots, I
When
got
did
you.
he
Foots, I
come
got
on in his career?
Foots, I got you.
Scott, when did he come on?
Foots,
I can't hear
Foots,
you.
I
I
got-
don't know what's going on.
Foots,
When did he come on?
Foots,
When did he
Foots,
come on? When did he start
Foots,
playing well?
Foots,
2018 when he became
Foots.
all.
How
Guy.
long has Anthony
Well,
Brown
he was
been
playing
on the
well
field?
before that, but he was an all pro.
Foots.
How long has Anthony Brown been on the field? Since his rookie year, correct?
Correct.
How long has this regime trusted him?
Foots. Listen,
Regime.
Everybody.
It's
Meaning
only a
like
second.
the Joneses.
am I
They
muted?
just cut him this year.
I know. Vach, go ahead. I'm letting Vach. Go
Am I
ahead.
muted?
All right, I'm
Everybody.
sorry.
Bob's got the church in it,
Everybody.
man. Come on.
Everybody. Because we can't talk over each other. It's 5 of us. 3 of
I
us
got
been
you,
drinking.
Okoye.
So let's do this.
Yeah,
One
I'm
at a
all out.
time.
Thank you.
I need some more. after this
That's
one.
rarity. When Foots is
I got a
defending me,
long
you know
way
some
to
shit
go,
going
baby.
on.
I got
Go
you,
ahead.
Okoye.
Foots,
Thank you,
Fight
man.
this.
That's what I'm talking
Foots.
about. You see the
Foots.
rings, man. Blue and silver all day, baby.
Foyer, Foots. We're going to
Mhm.
one at a time and not talk over each other. In 30 seconds, give our closing statements on that. And we're going to move on and wrap up the show. And we're
Let's
going to
go.
not scream over each other.
All right.
Foots. You done already talked for a minute, so I should skip over you, Foots, but I love you. So
I'm gonna go
Foots,
quick.
give us 30 seconds on your closing thoughts on this discussion, sir.
On this discussion now, coverage Byron Jones is for sure real. This is all I'm gonna say, and this is the God's honest truth. Anthony Brown has been on the field for whatever reason since he's been drafted, and they extended him. Did they give him big money? Not at all. But we can't. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, because you talking about somebody who wanted Anthony Brown. I wanted Kelvin Joseph to take that job, and it seems like he just keeps getting better. Like in the Raiders game happened. But I don't want this to be looked at as Anthony Brown is a bad corner, because he's not.
He's not. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
And nobody said that. Koye, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
See, no, I'm not gonna let you. Hold on. See, no. See,
Koye,
this is
nobody-
why
nobody-
He just closed the door. See how he-
That's
Bot's
how
good
you
at
do it,
that.
Koye. Bot's
That's
is great at
how
that.
you
He always tell
recognize you.
everybody what they great
He
at.
dropped the
But
mic
see,
on you,
Bot,
cut the
Bot,
mic
you
off.
hell.
Yeah,
You
man.
got hell
Go
for
ahead.
that, Bot. But go
Nobody called Nobody called Anthony Brown trash. Go ahead.
But why
Go
do you
ahead,
have
Koye.
why do you have a segment where you wait for him to make a bad play?
I'm not waiting
That's what
on
it
him. It's
sound
just
like.
that it's just
That's what it
that
sound like to me.
one. It's
That's
just
what it
that one
sound like.
bad
Koye,
play
come
per.
on, bro.
It's just one bad play per game happens, and we go.
That's not even true though. That's not true.
Koye,
But
he
go
is
ahead.
hell, ain't he?
I want you to show me one bad play
Nah,
per
no,
game.
Koye, you're
from
right.
Anthony
That's
Brown.
hyperbole. That's hyperbole.
Right. That's not every game. 'Cause
Hyperbole.
He had some games where he played flat out. Like the Carolina game, you can't say he had a bad play. Gave up a big play that game. He ain't gave up no big play in the Vikings game neither. You know, he ain't been giving up big plays lately. Period. You know, what I mean? And since the Raiders game, he been on that. But this not y'all always turn me into Johnny Cochran for whoever y'all hate because y'all come at him and I gotta be like the level head here. What I'm saying, period, is I like the 4 guys that we got out here and I wouldn't trade them for nobody else in the league. I'm not obviously if Jalen Ramsey was available in here, I'm gonna take Jalen Ramsey. I ain't crazy. If Byron Jones was still here, If Byron Jones was still here and he would have been showing me something different than what he showed me when he was here, I wouldn't say what I said. I like interceptions. I do think Byron Jones obviously covers better than AB. I would never make that argument. But I like what the guys that we have here, the plays that they've been making this season. I wouldn't trade the 4 guys that we have out there for anybody. That's just how I feel, because this is the best defense that the Cowboys have ever put together in front of my own eyes. And that's all I'm judging by. My eyes, not my feelings, not no stats, not none of that. What I'm seeing on the field, and cohesion matters. Chemistry matters. So what I'm seeing on the field right now is the best defense that we've had since I've been watching the Cowboys in the last 20 years, bro. So that's not no knock on nobody. That just is what it is. Y'all jumped into the, make Byron a bum versus AB. I ain't make that argument, but y'all want to make. I'm the one who came and said Byron Jones should be a corner in the first place. Like that was my argument. So I don't hate Byron Jones. I just feel like what he's done for the Cowboys versus what we're doing right now don't hold a candle. Period. All pro too. You can take that with you. Period.
I really like how you put Byron Jones versus the collective. I really like how you did that. Because, Koye, we don't disagree as much as you think. It's just that Byron Jones is better than Anthony Brown. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No.
He did it to me too.
Go ahead, Scott.
Go ahead, Scott.
The conversation
Go ahead, Scott.
has changed. Okay.
Never.
Yes. 10 minutes ago's price is not today's price. Apparently,
Let's go.
The conversation has changed, Okoye.
How?
So I'm with you because the first thing you said was Byron Jones would not. He's not a top 4 corner on this team, and that's blasphemy.
I wouldn't take him over none of the 4 guys I said I wouldn't take him over the 4 guys we got right now. That's the same statement. That's not a change, bro. I still said that, and I stand on it. I like the 4 guys we got. Period.
I like them
wouldn't
too.
take Byron. I wouldn't take if Byron Jones is on the market right now. I wouldn't say let's cut AB and bring Byron Jones. I wouldn't do it.
But see, the conversation changed.
What
So I agree with you. I like our guys too.
That's the same conversation, bro.
Koye is
Byron
really
Jones.
the smartest person.
I'm done
on
with
this
this guy. Here's the thing.
Never.
Byron Jones is
Byron Jones.
Here's my final thoughts on this, and this is my opinion. He's better than AB, and that's just the end of that discussion. So I'm done.
Nobody arguing that though. That ain't gonna be arguing though. You try to change the conversation, bro. Stop trying to change it. I ain't say he's a bum behind these 4. I said I wouldn't take him over these 4. It's called semantics, brother.
I am envious of how smart.
I know. And he got the what's it called? He got the
Je ne sais quoi.
the stamina to go too.
Yeah.
He can go.
I can do this
that's
all
where
night.
that boxing come in. He wear your ass
wear
down.
you out.
You be like, you know what?
Them
You know what?
damn
Anthony
jabs.
Brown is an all-pro. God damn it, you right.
He get them body
Yeah,
shots
you will walk
in.
this shit
Stop it.
exhausted, won't you? You walk away from this shit tired. Like fucking Koye, I don't care about no. So goddamn.
Okoye told a story about some boy getting knocked out in a sparring match and he quit. That's basically what Okoye just did to us. He took us into a sparring match in a battle royale and threw everybody out the ring.
But
don't matter what happened.
I think I got the Omarion.
Okay, so
I
time
got
out.
the Omarion.
Time out, bro.
Stamina. My bad. I said stamina. Stamina.
Brother Law, quickly. In 30 seconds,
Right.
give your point on this. We're supposed to go like 20 minutes.
Right. We 20 minutes.
Y'all started it. Y'all started it. Y'all should just let me say what I say.
Here's the solution right here.
Go ahead.
All through training camp, boss man fat Kelvin Joseph played better than Anthony Brown, and I get it. It was a matter of circumstances causes Anthony Brown to start. One thing that we can say, Dan Quinn is the mastermind of everything. Defensive front make you play so much better. And I'm not saying that that's the reason why Anthony Brown is playing good for this year. I can tell you this. DeMonte KZ gave up bigger plays to me than Anthony Brown because of his duty of rolling coverages. Even if you look back at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, the big play that was given up on Brown's side was due to DeMonte KZ. So I will give Anthony Brown a bead of credit because of Dan Quinn. But I can tell you guys, don't be prisoners of the moments like Koye is down there. Because I can tell you, that doggone Kelvin Joseph is a monster out there. And if he had the privilege to play every game this year, Anthony Brown would have been an afterthought. from what my assessment of Anthony
That's
Brown
disrespectful.
due to training camp as well as his college
Law don't
tape
do it. Law don't take that
speaks
bait.
boldly
We'll
of
be
what
here
Anthony Brown can do. Boldly what
What did he do yet that make you say
what
that?
Kevin Joseph can do.
What did he?
That's all I'm
Law
saying.
don't
That's
take
all
that
I'm saying.
bait,
I said the name wrong,
Law,
but
we
Kevin
gonna
Joseph can do.
What
it.
has
That's
he
all
done
I'm
that
saying.
would make
But
you say that?
Kevin Joseph is that dude. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
I believe it,
That,
but
yeah,
he hasn't
Kevin
done it
Joseph
on the
is that
film
dude.
yet.
Yeah.
Ain't got the film yet. That's all. He
Just
ain't
don't have
done
the
it
film yet.
That's all.
That's it.
He had a good game last game. I give him that. But Anthony Brown and Jay Lou have had better games than that this season.
Give
on film.
the
That's all I can
kids
say.
give the kid more than
you go.
57 snaps. You'll see Kevin Joseph arise like the phoenix.
I also saw him getting cut out of his shoes and the ball not going in his direction last week too.
Oh yeah,
I know y'all saw that.
I know what play you talking
I know
about.
y'all saw that. I know you saw. Oh, don't play. Don't play. I also saw. I know you saw it. I know you saw it.
But
That
you know,
post
I
stop
said
it.
there will be some growing pains. Would you take the growing pains that Trayvon Diggs went through last year?
Of
to see
course.
what he's
No,
doing
I think
now?
Boss Man
Would
will
you
be
take
our
those-
best.
would
I'm
you
not
take those
fronting on
growing
Boss
pains?
Man. I'm not
That's
even
all
trying to make
saying.
that argument.
Would you take those
I think
growing
Boss
pains
Man will
what
be a
Trayvon
cover.
Diggs went through last year to see what he's
No, I
doing
think
now?
Boss Man will be a CB1 on this team at some point. Like real
that's my
rap.
only.
Even
That's my only.
you know
fight.
a level. Because I think his versatility, he has more versatility than Diggs, in my opinion. Diggs is just a better ball hawk, in my opinion. That's just me. So I wouldn't argue with that. Because he could play slot, he could play on outside, inside, either side, he could follow all that. I don't like Diggs.
I would
against
love
shifty.
to see it because if that happens, that means we got two super studs.
I think we got him.
at the
I
quarterback.
really agree with
I think
that.
we got him.
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna make that argument. I won't even knock at Boss because I like Boss. I really do think he's gonna be.
What year there was
elite player.
Collier when they had Christian McAllister over there at Ravens? They had the both two shut
Oh, the
down.
Ravens, Christian McAllister, yeah, he was getting picks like crazy, but he had that crazy front
They
seven.
had the
too.
two. They had the
Yeah.
two guys on the side. That's what we.
Well, Jimmy Smith.
Yeah.
We talking about when they had
Wait,
Smith.
I'm
and-
talking about the old school Ravens.
He's talking about the 2001, 2000, or
Smart
2002,
Rowe.
3, 4 Ravens.
Oh yeah.
That's
Roy
us.
Rowe.
That's us
Reed
with
and
those
Ray
two.
Lewis.
Or like Aqib Talib when he had Harris when they was over there. They
That's
was
us.
killing it too.
That's
on
us.
Denver.
Harris is more like a boss man, like a guy you can put everywhere.
That's us. That's
Good.
us.
We can go
So,
back and do. Go ahead.
so with that being said, fantastic roundtable. I know
I loved it. Had fun.
I know this was a little interesting, but fantastic roundtable.
McQuaid did this shit to my joint a couple episodes ago about D-Law. We went a whole hour.
Oh yeah, yeah. You like the debate. We wore each other out on that one too. You like the
We
debate.
Just in case
I like
there's
that. Though.
anybody, just in case there's anybody watching that may be confused at how we get down, we love each other, and
Oh
Koye-
yeah, this was,
Koye
I'm
gonna
up
be
there.
Koye
no,
gonna be
yeah.
right back on Sky Channel Thursday doing his
right.
breakdown.
This is what we do, man.
Like we
That's what
good.
we
It's
do.
just that we are who we are when it comes to this thing.
gotta stand
I would
up.
like to
Dez Bryant
I would like
innocent.
to put
Yo, Law took me on a tour trying to whoop my ass when I was saying that back then. He took me on a tour like introducing people to whoop my ass. Like, hey, you want to talk to this guy about this, bro? You want to talk to
Not guilty.
everybody? That's how I met Vach. He's like, Vach, you want to whoop his ass? Yo, who want to whoop his ass next? Yo, somebody? Nobody? All right.
Boy, that was
Let's
almost a nuclear missile. Me and you going head up, but
I know, right?
It ain't happened for whatever reason.
It was good.
I would love to get y'all to, say this on camera or whatever, right? We normally do roundtables every like 2 months or something, but like, come on. Y'all want to do one for every playoff game, considering? If we
Hell yeah.
Got to.
I'm
You
down.
got to.
Down.
100.
Without question, and I'm gonna get to Dallas. So I just don't know if I want to come. Yeah, Law. I don't know if I want to come for the first game or the second. I think I'm gonna come for the first game.
Speaking
So
of
that's 2 weeks away.
existence, man, I love that.
Oh yeah,
There
yeah.
Got a minute.
That's
Yeah.
one thing. Like if everybody here in Dallas for a playoff game, we got to link.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
got.
I'm hey Sky. I told y'all, Dak's rookie year I had to push up. I ain't playing, bro. Like this is when it's something special, and I'm be real. When they go to Super Bowl, I don't know.
All right, well,
if I'm
Foots,
gonna
when you know
afford
when you're
tickets.
going, say when you're going. If you know
Okay.
when you're going, I'll be there. I ain't
Hey,
gonna promise to go to
Cowboy,
no game.
right,
I'll
Scott?
probably
Concrete.
go to the bar and hang with Scott.
Chill.
You know what I mean?
I might. I just want to be able to cover the game, man. Like this is gonna be big, man. I really want to make sure that like Zeke get one. Zeke deserve one, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these guys deserve one. Zach Martin, Tyron deserve one, bro. You feel
For
me?
sure.
And it's gonna be so beautiful going to Green Bay and popping Aaron Rodgers, bro. Front run.
Pause.
Beautiful.
So
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, we don't want to hold everybody too long, man. They got New Year's things to do. They got other little things to do. We've committed verbally on the the camera or whatever. So we'll just cross that road and figure it out. We did this on the fly, so it's not as cute as it would be, but Will Steele's OCD will be back in effect at some point. So
it already got kicked in today. Y'all should have seen me before the goddamn on stream.
So listen, this is what I want y'all to do. Corey, I want you to pull this down, put it on your channel or whatever. Get your money's foot.
I still got to put ours up too from the other day too.
Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't home for the last 2 days.
Brother Will Steele already, Law Nation, doing this right now on your side. We have a collective of 1,100 people watching us live, man. And, you know what I'm saying? That just deserves, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of praise, man. So let me just hit this war call one time for us. You know what I'm saying? Just one time.
I got a button for y'all.
Go ahead, sir.
When we get this dub, when we get this ring, when we get this 6, all you gotta do is just play this.
Oh, that's my shit right there.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved?
Talk your talk, Sky.
Hey,
they don't even.
That boy Dean nasty too, bro. That boy Dean nasty.
Hey, look, the way these niggas act, you wouldn't even think it was a football season, bro.
What?
Just leave them boys. Speaking in tongues on their ass.
Listen. So with that being said, everybody, let's quickly get some plugs in. Koye Media, tell the good people where they find you, sir.
Man, accumulated knowledge over years of experience, man. Find me at Koye Media on YouTube. Definitely find me on IG. If you don't like me on the Roundtable, you're gonna hate me on IG. So if you don't like argumentative, just very ridiculousness, keep me on YouTube. But if you like that sort of thing, definitely follow me on IG too, man, under the same name.
Trust me, sir. They like that kind of thing. Brother Brad, please, sir, tell them where to find you.
Everywhere, man. Same thing. Fuss the King. Twitter. I go in on Twitter during the games. IG more like family music stuff. I've been chilling on that joint. And then obviously YouTube, Cowboys Nation TV. And y'all already know what time it is, man. Shout out to y'all boys, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Likewise.
Brother Will Steele, please.
Hey, man, you can find me every morning, Monday through Friday, A to Z Sports Dallas on YouTube. I have a Koye on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And on Sundays, I'm on YouTube as well, doing the Game Day Lives with Jesse Holly. But on Twitter, man, at Skywalker Still. Hit me up.
Yes, sir.
I've been on your show too, Sky. Dang, bro.
True. But you've been on through the call. So Koye got the little segment. We trying to get you into the segments. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get the Wednesdays for you.
I would love that.
Lock me in, man. We gonna figure something out. For this playoff run, we need to go ham, y'all. This is it.
Yeah, it's match time.
And if Dallas Cowboy YouTubers had a coaching tree, Law Nation would be the Bill Walsh and this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He was
the Osiris of this joint.
You know what I'm saying? Brother Law, please. I mean, you live on yours, but it's gonna be people watching mine and everybody else. Tell them who you are and where to find you. Sir.
I mean, appreciate everything, man. Law Nation Sports, man. You guys can find me on multiple platforms under that handle there. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing and sharing this content and helping us grow. Hey, we got 30,000 more to go to get that 100K, man. So I want you guys to please hit that like button, share it, and subscribe to Law Nation Sports to get to that 100K.
Thanks. Get it.
Someone in the chat was asking for our Twitters. That's Foots the King, Koye
Media
on Twitter, Koye Media on Twitter, Laws Nation on Twitter, Skywalker Still, and A to Z Sports on Twitter, and Vash Lombardi, of course. And I'm Vash Lombardi, of course. VOCHLOMBARDI. I do film breakdown. It's about to be draft season too. So if you're a Cowboy and you into the drafting, I go heavy on draft and all that good stuff. And this is the Roundtable, man. You know what I'm saying? This could have been any combination of people, but this combination in particular, I think is one of them ones, man. So I appreciate y'all fellas, man, being here. I appreciate everybody. So let me be like Sky and have some leaving music. Let me just cut some leaving.
Yeah, I want to jam.
Put on some leaving. You know what I'm saying?
40 burger freestyle.
We do
Or
watch
the 40
along
burger freestyle.
on Sunday, whether you're watching me Sunday, whether you're watching Law Collier Foot Sunday. Sky will do the the half, and post games and all that. Tune in to all us, man. You watch one of us, click over, watch the after, support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Till wild card weekend. Salute.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
3.5 more
Happy
hours.
New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
I ain't got no cheers. I ain't got nothing left though.
I ain't got nothing left. That's why me and Koye was describing.
I got a long way to go, man. Who gonna get on this Brown
You
with
already
me,
know
man?
it's all love, Scott. I talk trash, man. It's all love,
My
man.
boy, man.
You already know.
And we gonna let the graphic loop one time.
Oh,
Okoye went to management and got his new picture.
Facts.
Yeah, we want street the man.
I look like an old ass man in that first. And I'm like, I gotta get a new picture of it, bro.
He was like,
He came for me on the He said